You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZWLP Conroe and 106.1 KZCCLP Conroe and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Hi, this is Cindy Cochran. Welcome to the podcast of my show. Remember, you can join me live every weekday morning from 10 to 11 a.m. on Lone Star Community Radio, on Conroe's FM 106.1 and 104.5, and globally on irlonestar.com. If you're a big fan of my podcast, subscribe to my YouTube and SoundCloud channels, and you're always invited to my Facebook page, The Cindy Cochran Show. The Cindy Cochran Show is brought to you by our title sponsor, the Wooten Financial Group. Call today for all your financial concerns, 936-449-5952. Good morning, everybody. Wow, it is Wednesday. We are halfway there, everybody. If you're looking forward to the weekend and got some plans and things that are going on, well, we would just love to hear about them on the Cindy Cochran Show. And you go, well, that's pretty nosy, Cindy. Tell you all my plans. Yeah, but we love to talk about everything on the Cindy Cochran Show. You go to my Facebook page, The Cindy Cochran Show, and go to messages. You can message and interact live if you're cuddled up with your favorite computer. And I have a very interesting guest today. Most interesting is Cece Cool. Well, she used to be she interned here.
I thought you were going to say she used to be cool.
Yeah, she used to be CC Cool. Now
I'm
CC
still
Cool.
gonna be interning.
Well,
I'm
you're back. Okay,
yeah,
you're
I'm
back. But before, and that's what we had named her, CC Cool. But she is Carley Cremin, and we are so happy to have her here. And we're going to talk about
I'm here for good.
I'm here for good. Yeah, she's permanently put in, and she's now living within walking distance to our area, and that's very cool because.
So are we sure about that?
What, it's walking distance?
I mean, is Carly, are you just wandering around?
No, I'm
just kidding.
seriously gonna be. I'm not planning on going anywhere. I'm not moving away to Oklahoma again. That's for sure.
Oh, and all of you people in Oklahoma listening, it's not. Don't take it personally, but I think that you are in an area. You're in the theatrical area. This is so funny because we do have this area down here where we have two big, theaters where they have live stage presentations that, rival New York. We have talent and we have the look that you want.
Awesome talent.
It is awesome talent, awesome. And so you can live down here, around here, and you can be able to go to the theater. You can go to some really good restaurants. You got the Conroe Coffee House. You have, shops and things like that. And it's very cool. And Carly, I don't know if you know this or not, but right across the street from us, where the Sparkle Ice House used to be, is that it's going to be a new place called the Yard House. The Yard House. And it's going to be a barbecue, and it'll be seafood. It'll be, it's supposed to be amazing, and they're redoing it. And we're going to have a fabulous restaurant right here where you can, walk to that as well. But now, the only, obstacle in Carly's path, literally, is the fact that Carly is visually impaired, and she uses a cane, and she also uses beepers. And we're going to talk about the beepers she uses to get to places and how this is done. It is just amazing what they can do now. And so it's, but there are still some kinks to be ironed out. And she's getting used to the areas. And the people down here, though, that she even admitted yesterday, people down here are so nice, so friendly. It's a big family down here. And that, when you come to the South, it's just that way anyway. Texas, we're very friendly in Texas. You get to Conroe, and you kind of get to the heart of it, and people are very kind, very sweet. And so if they see someone walking with a cane and looks like they may be in trouble, not only do they show up, the police show up. And the
That was
police.
so embarrassing. It wasn't embarrassing. It was just like I didn't expect that. Conroe PD. How are you doing?
How you doing? Conroe PD, what's up? Where are you going? No, they had realized there must be a problem, but she could not hear the beepers. She was having trouble with hearing the beepers, and when she got to a certain point and she hears the beeping, she knows she's going in the right direction, and these are set up around this area so that she can find her way to different places and routes. And that's what she's been practicing on. But she got lost yesterday, and it was very scary, and I felt so bad for her. I just want to hold her and say, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. But she got turned around, and the police realized that she's in trouble. They stop. They help. They get her on the right path to where she's going to go. And other people will come out and help and say, what can I do to help you? And she's fiercely wanting to be independent. Isn't that correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. So that's all she's all about, is to be independent.
Well, okay. In Tulsa, I took Uber everywhere because
Right.
it's not safe to walk in Tulsa, and now it's safe here, and
Right.
the people here are very nice,
Mhm.
So, I mean, I'm not afraid to get lost here
That's
anymore. Like,
That-
yeah.
That's true. No, you're exactly right. And I think that now she has the support of family, of course, but she is wanting
10 minutes
to
away.
have her, yes, but she's wanting to have her independence. And so she's doing this, and it's fascinating to a sighted person to see the obstacles you have to overcome just to walk to a nearby, store, nearby place. This is what, it is a big deal right now. You're going to get to where it's all going to be second nature to you, of course, but
Yep.
right now it is a big deal. But you do not let anything stand in your way. And if you have a setback like the other day, it doesn't matter.
No.
She's
Just
here
go on.
at the radio station. I said, Carly, I want to have you on Wednesday. Okay, I'll be there. And so she makes it here. And, it'd be real easy just to go, I'll pick you up, I'll bring you down here and all that. But this is what Carly's learning to do. I don't need you right now. I may need you at some point. I may have to use you, but right now.
Well, the most I'm going to do is FaceTime you.
Right, but I think that you have got yourself to a point where you're so determined to make this work. And where did that determination come from, Carly?
School. Well, okay. The school for the blind in Oklahoma. No offense to the school for the blind in Oklahoma, but it wasn't the best school for me. It was good for independence. Like, that's all they really cared about. They didn't help me academically.
They did not help you academically.
Yeah.
But the one in Austin,
Oh my gosh.
you love
They
that one.
only hire the best in Austin. Like, okay, like people with PhDs. Okay, my reading improvement teacher she had a PhD. And so she had a PhD in reading and she had a PhD in Braille. So she caught my problem. She said, she asked, did nobody teach you, how to read with fluency? And I said no. So she put me in a program and she helped me out.
That's amazing. I know there are teachers that are so dedicated, so they want to do everything they can to make your life better and to get you independent.
Her name is Dr. Pruitt.
There we go.
Because she is a doctorate, and yeah.
We want to give her a definite, hoorah, because I think that when people wonder about, sighted people sit back and they don't know what to do. They don't know how to help. Do I go up and say, can I help you? Or do I just sit back and let them, figure this out? It's so difficult because we don't want to see anyone struggle. But sometimes that struggle is necessary. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes the struggle's necessary. And even I know Mom and everybody probably is afraid of this, but you can't be afraid of me going into traffic, okay? Because, I mean, of course, I don't want you to let me get ran over, but
Right.
if I am in traffic, that is part of problem solving. That's part of what the O&Ms work on. If you, I mean, they will purposely put you in
Harm's way.
harm's way and ask you, how are you going to problem solve it?
Well, I think that's exactly what, we should do. I mean, that's kind of common sense in a way to your kids and everything else. Sometimes you have to let them go. You have to let them get into a problem and let them solve that problem. And that's what, they're doing for you. Now, you have someone coming. What are they called? The person that you're waiting on? The state?
The O&M specialist.
What does that mean, O&M?
The person who helps me get oriented to my environment.
Okay, so she'll stay with you for so many days, weeks, or whatever, and then
until I get competent enough and she feels that I'm safe.
Well, she's going to be real surprised, like, oh my word, you have really done an amazing job.
Well, that's
already.
That's why I'm saying, like, I may need her, I may not, but I probably will need her just because I want to know what's the safest way of going places, because I think I'm doing it the safest way.
Right.
But my mom has been my helper.
Yeah, she has. She's been an amazing
with the dots and with the beepers. Both of them, like.
Well, that's what I think, that if you had someone like her all the time around you, that'd be great. But you don't want your mom. You want to be able to be independent, and that's what you're working for. Listen, we got to take a break right now, and we will be right back with Carley Cremin and her story, and we're going to find out about hot yoga. Carley and hot yoga, I don't know, it's so weird. And so she's going to explain to us what hot yoga is. All right, listen, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be right back. And we want to thank especially our sponsor, the Wooten Financial Group. You're listening to the Cindy Cochran Show, Real Reality Radio. Oh, yeah.
Every week I get asked the same two questions. Am I ready to retire? Will my savings last for our lifetime? Hi, this is Chris Wooten with Wooten Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. If these two questions are on your mind, we'd like to help. We have a simple, introductory client experience that allows us to get to know you and includes a few meetings for you to kick the tires at no charge. We'll provide you with a one-page summary that helps you get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for you. To take the first step to a clear direction for your retirement, call Wooten Financial at 936-449-5952. That's 936-449-5952. Or visit us on the web at wootenfinancial.com. That's WOOTTON financial.com. Get started today.
And we're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you want to interact or ask Carley some questions, we have Carley Cremin with us. Carley is visually impaired, and she's been talking about how she gets around by herself. She's living independently, and now learning the area so that she can get around and go to where she wants to go and not have to wait on Uber to pick her up. But you still will use Uber once in a while, right?
Yes, I'm still using Uber, like, to go to the grocery store and stuff.
Mm-hmm. And they will they take you to the door, or they just...
If I ask.
Or they slow down and let you jump out? No, they will.
No, they will if I ask.
There you go. I like that.
Hopefully. Most of the time. I do get some drivers that are, they drop me off and go away. But
bye-bye. That's not right. But I think that, finding out all these things, so much more about how to maneuver through things than I would have to sit here and go, Carley, now how would I get to, because she's learning her way. And she told me the other day, she says, listen, I can be on the show, but today I've got hot yoga and I've got to get my nails done. So she's like
No, not today.
not today. No, I meant the other
I
day.
did, yeah.
The other day, she said, I
Yeah.
got to get my nails done, and I got a hot yoga class. And so I went, okay, I'll talk to you later. I know you're a little busy yet. So but I
know,
didn't get
you're a
a
little
chance
confused.
to ask about what is hot yoga.
Okay, so hot yoga is like regular yoga
Mm-hmm.
in a hot room. Okay, like in a sauna. Okay, think of a sauna.
Yeah, yes.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh my word, Carly. That is so that's what they meant. I didn't know you had a hot teacher or what was, what the deal was.
No, but
Oh, okay.
the teacher's from Ireland. Her name is Annie. She's really nice.
So you're I'm trying to think you're listening to an Irish person give you a yoga. Okay.
Well,
Well,
okay,
that didn't- that wasn't good Irish.
it's private. It's private lessons.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's just
okay.
me and her.
Okay.
But she's so funny. Like, I start smiling, and she's like, "What the?" the way she says things. Like, I mean, some things sounds like an English accent, and then
Right.
some things don't.
Yes. It is. It's a hard.
And
Hard
I
accent.
was trying to figure out. So I just asked her, "Where are you from?" Because I was trying to figure out, are you from Ireland or are you from England? I don't like. I mean, I pretty much know the different accents, but
Right.
they say some of the same things.
Phrases and stuff.
Yeah.
It is. That's funny. I have. At least you don't have a doctor who sounds like Dracula. It's a she. She's from Crimea. She's from that side of the world that where when we see movies of Dracula and the vampires, they sound like this. And so she comes in the room and I'm so sensitive to accents. I love to listen to people's accents and try and emulate them and all that.
Yes.
But when she came in and goes, hello, Miss Cochran, I'm so happy to see you. We are going to be taking your blood, and we'll do that later. The
that's
minute
so
she said that,
creepy.
I just broke out. And so the next time I went to my appointment, I told her about talking about her on the radio and her accent. And I said, I love your accent. And so I did it. She said, well, you sound somewhat like us, but you're crossing borders, I think, with your accent. I said, yes. Yep. So I just
Crossing
about,
borders.
I saw her the other day and I said, how about coming on the show? And she said, they will not understand what I'm saying. I have to talk so slow for people to get me. And I said, no, we'll get you. If you'll just come on. I love your accent. I love it. And so she says, let me think about it. I said, okay, think about it. But it was, so listening to people's accents and then following instructions. If she's Irish, I love that. I think that would be so fun. So the next hot yoga class you go to, can you bring somebody with you?
Can I bring somebody with, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, if I want to go to your hot yoga class.
Yeah.
And it's in a hot room.
You can come watch.
Okay. Okay, I can think that means no, Cindy. You can look through the window, but that's about it.
No, I mean, you can come in and watch. And,
Otherwise,
and
she'll
take
charge.
me back since it's in Montgomery, and I
Ah.
don't. It's $13 both ways. Okay, so.
Oh,
I
that's what Uber costs?
Yeah, to get to Montgomery.
So you have to pay $26 plus whatever she charges.
No, Mom's paying for the,
Okay, there you go.
but
That's good.
I have to pay to go there.
Yes. Okay.
So.
I see. A lot of times we just, as sighted people, you take everything for granted, everything, and you make us aware that what, for some people it's not all that that easy. But you don't feel sorry for yourself.
No.
You do not want anybody to pity you at all. This is just how I live my life. You live your life the way you do, and I live mine.
That's why I'm trying to, like, I love when people help.
Right.
But when people help, it kind of sends a bad signal about us.
Oh no,
You
no,
know,
that's
like
I don't think that.
Well, I mean, Like, because I just don't want people to get the idea of, well, they can't take care of themselves. That's why I'm trying as hard as I can to learn these routes. And I'm trying, and I clean up my apartment by myself. I do things by myself because I know I can.
Right.
I have to prove to people, especially because there are other people in this apartment building.
Right.
And so I have to, like, they haven't, some of them have spoke to me, but some of them haven't, which is fine. But,
Well, and really, I think the majority of people would love to sit down and have a conversation with you. They'd love to be able to ask questions, and they just don't know you yet.
They ask me questions all the time.
They do? Okay.
Okay. Last week, I'm sorry.
No, what did they say?
Last week, whenever I first moved here, somebody was asking, I'm not going to say any names because I don't remember her name, but I was in the coffee shop and this person asked me some rather odd questions.
Like what?
Questions about Leo I didn't feel comfortable.
Oh, that's not good.
Okay, think of people's privacy very seriously.
Yes.
If people tell me things about themselves, I'm not gonna say it to somebody I've just met.
Well, that's good because gossiping is never a good thing.
Because
Right.
she was asking questions about her, and I was like, yes, I know all these questions, but I'm not going to say nothing. I'm not. This
Good.
is not my place. It's her place.
Good for you.
Because,
Well, no, that's the way to handle it. You're exactly right. I met a preacher that handled gossiping the best I've ever heard. Someone would come up to him, because, in churches a lot of times there is gossiping that goes on. You don't want to admit it, but it does. And they came up to him and said, listen, I got to tell you about so-and-so. And he goes, okay, I just want to warn you, whatever you say to me, I'm going to go to them and tell them exactly what you said. Okay? I just want to get that out right. And he said, it stopped every conversation. That's all I needed to say, and they walked away, and I wouldn't have to deal with their, whatever they wanted to say about him or the smut they were about to lay down on him. So that's smart of you. That's brilliant. But what I'm talking about is a lot of sighted people want to know, like, well, how do you do this, or how do you do that, or how does that happen? Or
I don't want people to be afraid of asking me anything. Okay?
Right. No, that's what I mean.
Just don't ask me questions that I can't answer.
Right. That's boy.
Okay, that's all I'm asking is don't.
Boy, I like that.
You can talk about. You can ask me questions about me, just me, not other people, because I'm not saying nothing.
There you go. That's a great attitude. That is a great attitude, and you need to be teaching everybody that. That's good.
I wish, yeah.
Well, I think that if the people that live in your building, once they get to know you and feel comfortable, that they will be able to ask you questions, and they'll feel you're just empowering people with knowledge and a level of awareness so that they're not afraid.
And especially when I start volunteering at the theaters, because I really want to volunteer at the theaters, the Owen and the Crichton.
Yes, we sit right the coffee shop, and we're right next to the coffee shop. The station here sits right between two great theaters, so that'll be
the Crichton's
awesome.
on the left of the coffee, like on the. You go a little bit, and then it's right
the
there.
left. Yeah, we're just like 2 doors down from the Crichton.
Yeah.
Somebody said, no, it's 3, Cindy. I went, no, it's 2.
No,
so we
it's 2.
argued. We argued about that, like, hello.
It's 2. I've counted.
Right. That's what I mean. People traveling here or driving through, they're going to be driving through Conroe, need to take just a little time to drive around this place. This is so cool, especially down 105. They first see the Spirit of Texas Bank, which Carley, out front of that bank, they built it. It looks like the White House, what the White House would look like if you were going to Washington, D.C. So you drive in there and you go like, what is this? Down 105, it's the White House. And then in the middle of that, they have a gold statue, life-size statue of Texas Lady Liberty. or Liberty Lady Texas. It's one of those. Anyway, and so people go like, where am I? I'm in this little Texas town, and then they come into our downtown, and it's beautiful down here. We have a great downtown in Conroe, Texas. And so I can't wait for you to experience your first Thursday of the month so that you can, be right here where you can go to the farmer's market.
I did.
You already did?
Okay,
You've
so
already done
Mom went with me because I know it's by the Owen. I could get to the farmer's market, but there are all kinds of tents, and I'm afraid I'm going to run into
Run into one. I'm glad your mom went, because it is, but it's a cool experience. And once you get used to it,
it's crowded. So
it
and
is.
it was raining, and Michael Player was playing, and it was.
Well, Michael Player will play in rain, sleet, or snow. It doesn't matter what. He'll still play.
I know he will.
And he loves you, and so good. He'll be there. I think he plays almost every Thursday, so he's like a regular there.
He plays either on Thursday, and I think he plays at Conroe Coffee too.
Yes, he does.
But
Get out of the rain.
He's everywhere.
Go in Conroe Coffee and listen to Michael Player. Yeah, he is everywhere, and soon you will be everywhere. I can just feel it. I feel it in my bones that you're going to be walking past the window here and tap on the window. We'll be going, it's Carley. Here she is. We, for you, all those of you who have never been by the station, we have big plate glass windows so that you can watch and see what's going on at the Cindy Cochran Show and all the shows that happen at Ireland Star Community Radio. And if you are listening to us from 106.1 or 104.5, then we're just minutes away from wherever you are. You can come by and see us and tap on the window or sit there and breathe on it, and it doesn't matter. We'll still acknowledge you. Well, that's how Dennis O'Connor would come by.
Oh my God!
So anyway, we love our listeners, Carley. We love our listeners, and we love you, and we know that you listen almost every day that you can, that you listen to us, and you know what's going on with us. And I explained to everybody the other day about the video I'd put up on my personal Facebook page, and because Carley is visually impaired, could not see what was going on in the video, and so all she heard was my voice. Saying, "Maddie, put that down. Stop it, Maddie, get back around." And like, what is going on, Cindy?
What's going on?
And then I had to explain to her the dirty, awful truth that the dog had grabbed a pair of underwear and ran out the door with it and was running all over the backyard. So I put up there, talk about airing your dirty laundry. And so that was the video I got and was trying to get this away from her.
And then did you get the other video?
The other video that you sent me?
Yeah.
Yes. And I need to, if you can go to my, it's Cindy Robinson Cochran Facebook. And Carley sent me a picture of her working at this coffee shop. She was now what do you call the people that work at the coffee shop? Barista. I know you were something.
Barista.
Sounds gangster. Barista. And so she's making coffee. And you go like, wait a minute, didn't you tell me that she's visually impaired?
And your point?
Yes,
and your
right.
point.
And so what about it? I'm making the coffee. And so she's making coffee, and it shows how fast she can make the coffee and what she does to make the coffee. And it's so cool. Very, very cool.
I miss that job so
you
much.
Can, hey, when you go home, can you post that on the Cindy Cochran Show? Facebook
yeah,
page?
I can try.
Yeah, okay. Well, you did it to mine, so you can do it to that one.
Okay,
and,
I just put it on your wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Cindy Cochran Show, and then people can watch you in action. And she is in action. We're going to be right back, and when we come back, we have the Ellis Spring Assisted Living Center that's here, and it's new, and they've got a new group of people working there that is just... they all look very spiffy. I can't wait to talk to them and find out what's all about going on in the senior living. And they told me if you're 60, you could move in there. Uh-oh, I'm 68. I could have been there for a long time.
No,
okay,
no,
so I'm going to be...
No, Cindy, no.
I'm going to be talking to them about where I'm going to maybe going. So I want to be sure if you're interested, if you have maybe a family member that you need to be moving into an assisted living center, you want to stand by. We'll be right back on the Cindy Cochran Show. Don't go away.
Every week, I get asked the same two questions. Am I ready to retire? Will my savings last for our lifetime? Hi, this is Chris Wooten with Wooten Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. If these two questions are on your mind, we'd like to help. We have a simple, introductory client experience that allows us to get to know you and includes a few meetings for you to kick the tires at no charge. We'll provide you with a one-page summary that helps you get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for you. To take the first step to a clear direction for your retirement, call Wooten Financial at 936-449-5952. That's 936-449-5952. Or visit us on the web at wootenfinancial.com. That's WOOTTON financial.com. Get started today.
And we're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. We want to thank our sponsor, Wooten Financial Group. Wooten Financial Group, you can find out all the information you need to know about if you're looking to retire. And that's going to be a good segue into our segment here. If you're looking to retire, Wooten Financial Group can get you all the way through that. And just like Chris Wooten says on the ad, you come in and we'll kick the tires around for a couple of meetings and get to know each other before you figure out if this is the way you want to go. Okay, so speaking of retirement, we have with us, we have Kimberly Watkins and Amanda Thompson from Ellis Springs Senior Living Community. I think I was saying the assisted living, but all those things are inside of the senior living community. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you
So
for
happy.
having us.
And we have Keith sitting over there observing, making sure y'all say everything right, and he's taking notes.
Right.
Right? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
we're excited to have him on the team.
That's great. So you guys have just now taken over. Is it management of the community center?
We are a part of our dynamic management team. I am the executive director, and Amanda here is the director of sales and marketing.
Yes.
We've also put together our activities and programming directors, our wellness directors, our maintenance director,
Wow.
our culinary services director, and we have our CEO and CFO also present in the community on a daily basis.
Oh, that's
so
great.
we've got a pretty dynamic team that we've put together, and we're just excited about Ellis Springs coming to fruition. We're just waiting to get it started and get some depositors in so they can come in and start living that lifestyle that they deserve.
That's right. And you do tours.
Absolutely.
So people can come by, look it over, make sure, and you schedule that tour. They need to call first and schedule the tour. You don't do drop-by tours, do you?
Yeah.
No, we
You do?
allow drop-in tours any day. We definitely try to get those appointments scheduled, but we love when people also drop in on us.
Don't you love the way Amanda talks? She
Yes.
is straight out of a Manhattan,
Oh my goodness.
marketing and advertising. I mean, I love, when I talk to her on the phone, I was like, I bet she is the marketing person because she just has that, and smiles constantly. I bet when you go home, you feel like you've been to a baby shower all day, because you're at a bababy shower and your mouth is, by the time because you have to smile all
It's that
day.
wedding day all over
Yes,
again.
yes.
Your cheeks just hurt.
That's
It's
great.
that smile, Cindy, that's going to get people to come in and sign
Amen,
that
brother.
lease agreement.
Right.
That's
and it's
right.
about loving what you do. I think truly we all smile so much because we also love our seniors, love our residents, and we love what we are doing, or we wouldn't be here.
That is wonderful, and it does make such a difference, especially to families that might be bringing someone in that they've tried to keep in their home as long as they could, and now they're going to need some assisted living, and that's happening a lot because us baby boomers are getting right on top of that, and so our children, I'm always talking to our, I need to take them right now on a tour of a place I want to go. Take
Come
me
on
here.
over.
Bring me here. This is where I want to go. I don't want to be in the back room. But I love, because these places, you have so many activities and you have so many great ways to get people around. We talked to Carley in our last segment about how difficult it is for her being visually impaired. But she's being very independent, and she's going out and she's, going to make sure she gets to where she wants to be. And when you get elderly, you can't drive anymore, and people just are not expecting you to go out and do anything. Well, is not true, because you can still go out and get a lot of things done. And when somebody's there like you guys that are keeping people active and out and about and not letting them sit in that back room. So I think it's great. Now, you see a lot of these ads on TV. I know you must really pay attention to them, and talking about what we have to offer, and and playing on the guilt or playing on the fear and all the whatever they're doing to understand that we're here for you. And it's good for people to be able to walk into a place and look at the people, watch how people are being treated and all that. And it's, and especially it's not going to be where someone is, comes in and everybody, gets a call like, okay, we've got visitors on the floor. Everybody be nice and be happy and go into your mode. That's what people like to go in. They know it's real. This is real, and this is what happens.
Well, Cindy, every building can be beautiful. It's just aesthetics. It's what's on the inside of that building that's going to help in the decision-making process.
You are right.
Especially every new community with this being almost a saturated industry, all of the buildings are going to be pretty. They're going to be astounding. But what we do is give you that wow factor by what's inside of all of that beauty. And that's a part of the Ella Springs brand. That's what we want to do. That's what's going to set us apart from all of the competitors.
No, that the human connection and how you make somebody feel when they walk in. It's like when we go buy houses. When you walk into a home, you know whether you could live there or not.
Right.
You understand there's something inside there, and I don't know.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, you just feel.
Yeah.
And so that's why people need to take a tour, and they need to walk through and go like, I could live here. I could, this would be great. You keep, I guess, because you have different levels where people are going to go. And that's great, too, because they stay with the same people and the surroundings and all that, even though they may move into another level of condition that their body, mind, or whatever is in.
Yeah, they're aging in place.
That's right.
Yeah.
They're right. And they stay familiar with the place. And you up to memory care. And when I saw that, that's what I asked Amanda. I said, we're talking about dementia, right? Or we're talking about forgetting the keys, or what, like where all do you put that? And she said, yes, it goes to that. But I am so interested in it and so sensitive to it, because I went through this with my mom. And so you trying to find a place. And I would walk the front door, and that's all I needed. I didn't even get into the place. No, this isn't right. This isn't right. So to get someone in and say, this is great. I love this. You guys are so loving, and you're so funny, and you're so fun. And it's not like, da-da-da-da,
Right.
or somebody's
Walking
playing.
the Green Mile.
Yeah, you're feeling the taps being played outside because you come here. But I love that. And then, so for the people that are 60 and, and just a little over, they come in and they have their own, is it a cottage? It is an apartment, or how is it described on the grounds?
Sure. So we can call that our independent living. So we'll say we have 3 levels of care. We have our independent residents, our assisted, and then our memory care residents. So for those that are 60 plus but don't necessarily have those care needs, we like to call those ADLs. They're activities of daily living. So bathing help, grooming help, medication reminders. They are truly independent. We, in our future, are planning an independent part of our community. So there will be 120 apartments plus cottages, and we'll still offer all of the amenities to them, from their transportation, their meals. But again, it's truly a place they can live, have the life they deserve, all of that furnished to them. But there's no caregivers or medication aides on property.
Okay.
Now, if they need extra assistance, so someone to come in maybe 2 days a week and start helping with some dressing assistance, they can absolutely, we will recommend them some outside help to come in. But again, as Kim mentioned, we like to call that aging in place. We want our residents to, with us, go through those life changes. And
So they
move
could
into
stay
our
in that
assisted.
cottage, or they could stay in that apartment
As long
On the
as
as long as
it's
campus.
safe.
on campus.
Yes.
Yeah, and the help will come to them in that sense. They don't move to another.
So as they start needing assistance, so it's really up to them and what that resident is comfortable with. They might initially start needing some shower assistance, but only twice a week. And again, they're not comfortable moving into full assisted living,
Right.
having caregivers round the clock. You know, they're holding on to their independence, and that's so important. We want our residents to feel
Right.
Sure.
as independent as possible for as long as possible. If they are still safe in their apartment and independent living with someone only visiting twice a week for those showers, they can remain there. But when it starts coming to a 24-hour need, maybe someone's starting to help 3 and 5 and 7 days a week, that's when we pull together as a team and start talking with the family about what are
Reevaluate
their
Their
next
needs,
steps
yeah.
for safety
Reassessing
and
their needs.
quality of life.
Sure. That
Yeah.
and that's something else. I think is important is how interactive you are with the family and with the the friends and family and the people that come in, and that's important. That
Oh, yeah.
and what's good about it is the family feels, I'm sure, assured the fact that you are seeing changes, that are happening, and you're going right along with them, and so you're recognizing it's more than 2 days or more than 3 days.
Well, one of the things that we pride ourselves on will be communicating with those families, because it's Amanda and Keith that will get them in there. Make those promises, but it's going to be up to us as a team to keep them there. And so we as a team have to collectively ensure that we'll have effective communication with those families to let them know that the care needs have increased. And it may be a hard conversation to have, Cindy, but it's necessary
Yes.
for them to advance into the next product type, which is assisted living from independent living.
Sure.
And so it'll be up to us to have those conversations with them, to court those families, to keep them updated on what's taking place with their loved ones, so that they'll know, exactly and without a doubt what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, because there may be a timeline associated with their progression, and that will be deemed by our nurse. We have an RN consultant as well as a wellness director on our campus. So the families will be well informed as to what's going on and what's taking place with their loved ones.
And another thing that's very important to family is that if I can pick up the phone and call somebody and say, "Can you go over and check and can you tell me who talked to them last, or the nurse that is attending them, or someone that's going by and checking on them and saying hi, and say, oh, they came in, they were playing dominoes, they were having a great time," just someone other than trying to get a hold of that person is so important. And so that
Absolutely.
kind of communication, that kind of people love, I
Yeah.
can tell you for sure, love
Yeah.
that.
We've only got one mom or dad,
Ain't
so
that the truth?
we've got to
Yeah.
take good care of them.
No, and I think that's what's important, is that you want to make them as big a part of it as as they need to be. We're going to a break right now. We'll be right back. We have more to talk about, and I do want to talk about like how to get to you and where you are and all that. And we're going to even hear from Keith. Okay, all right. And Keith is the move-in expert. Okay, we're going to be keep talking to Kimberly Watkins and Amanda Thompson, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Cindy Cochran Show, Real Reality Radio.
Every week I get asked the same two questions. Am I ready to retire? Will my savings last for our lifetime? Hi, this is Chris Wooten with Wooten Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. If these two questions are on your mind, we'd like to help. We have a simple, introductory client experience that allows us to get to know you and includes a few meetings for you to kick the tires at no charge. We'll provide you with a one-page summary that helps you get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for you. To take the first step to a clear direction for your retirement, call Wooten Financial at 936-449-5952. That's 936-449-5952. Or visit us on the web at wootenfinancial.com. That's WOOTTON financial.com. Get started today.
Cochran Show. Yes, we are. And we're glad you stayed with us because I know you wanted to hear what Keith sounded like and what Keith had to say. And we've been talking to Kimberly Watkins and Amanda Thompson from Ellis Springs
Senior living community.
Senior living community.
Yes.
I've been calling you all different kind of things, but Ellis Springs. Tell me where this is Ella at 45?
Yes.
Okay, so
Close.
no, 1960.
1960 to Ella Boulevard.
Oh,
just
okay.
right past Houston Northwest Hospital.
Oh, okay. I had my first child there. I know that hospital. Okay, so anyway, so you're close. You're very close.
Very close.
Yes.
Okay, and you're right in the middle of everything. You can get to everything. You know.
Absolutely. We're
so-
in between two major hospitals.
Right.
Several family practice for medicine, for doctors and geriatric doctors, several grocery stores. Truly, we are in the center of everything our residents need.
I love that. That's great. For them getting around inside the campus, do they have golf carts? Do they just walk? Is it just everything's within walking distance, or the ones that are would be like my age?
Cindy, oh my. Yes, everything is within walking distance in phase one. We've got 3 phases that we're building. However, we're completing phase one, but everything is accessible through walking.
Yeah, so you want to get on the ground floor of this,
Yes,
right? And get
correct.
everybody in here and be extremely popular with the whole team. Then part of that team is Keith. Keith, what's your last name?
Gartrell.
Gartrell. Keith, you're old hand at this, and no, Keith started yesterday.
Yes, brand new.
Brand new.
spanking new.
But
just
you're in
like Alice
charge.
Springs.
You're in charge of move-in, right?
I am, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you're going to be actually making everybody comfortable, getting them in there and finding out what their needs are. And they don't like the blue drapes. You'll change that. And so isn't that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Basically, make sure everything that they need is, up to par, and we're doing, exactly our best. So.
Yeah, he's got a great radio voice. You need to send him back, and updates on what y'all are doing. It'll be great. Well,
No, we love
Absolutely.
Keith,
Absolutely.
you are in a great industry right now. And the love that you have, the more love and energy you give to those people, you'll just keep getting more and more back. It's just amazing, because you're going to be helping people that are just going to love you. I can tell you just got that great smile, and it's a guy, and so these little ladies are going to be like, you remind me of my grandchild. But if you want to be my boyfriend, it's okay. Okay, so
I love that.
you're going to have so much fun with these guys. Congratulations on being part of this whole team, and congratulations
Thank
for y'all,
you,
what you're
Cindy.
doing and everything. We give you kudos for all that I know you're going to be doing for the community there.
Thank you.
Thank
So
you.
come back with stuff that's happening. You got things
Absolutely.
going on. You got
Yeah.
hot yoga going.
We'd love to.
Oh, definitely
Let us
some
find out
yoga.
about that, okay?
Yeah,
All
I'd
right.
love
Cindy,
to. Thanks for
thank you.
having us.
Thank you. Thank you, listeners. Thank you so much for joining us on the Cindy Cochran Show, Real Reality Radio. We'll be back tomorrow, 10 to 11. And so here we go. Thank you especially to our sponsor, Wooten Financial Group. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. The sun is out. The sun is out. Have a great
This program is sponsored by the Wooten Financial Group. It is not the intent of Wooten Financial Group to render or offer personalized investment advice or financial planning advice through this radio program or any related website. Wooten Financial Group's participation in this program is limited to providing general information on financial matters and should not be construed as financial recommendation or investment advice. Investment advisory services are offered through Game Plan Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission and the state of Texas. Insurance services are offered through Wooten Financial Group, Inc. Game Plan Advisors and Wooten Financial Group, Inc. are affiliated through common ownership, and neither firm is affiliated with The Cindy Cochran Show. No listener should assume that any information presented and or made available on this program serves as the receipt of or a substitute for personalized individual advice from Game Plan Advisors, Wooten Financial Group, or any of their representatives.
Hi, this is Cindy Cochran, and I want to thank you for checking out The Cindy Cochran Show and invite you to listen live every weekday morning from 10 to 11 on FM 106.1 and on 104.5 and globally on irlonestar.com. The show you just fell in love with was recorded and will be posted on our podcast channels on iTunes and Google Play. You can even watch the show on our YouTube and on TV with our City TV Channel 12 on Suddenlink. So make sure to subscribe to keep up with me. My Facebook page, The Cindy Cochran Show, is always a good place to contact me through messages, to interact live on the air and ask questions, make suggestions, whatever. Special shout out to the show title sponsor, the Wooten Financial Group.
Thanks for checking out this podcast of Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's community radio station. If you enjoyed this recording, make sure to check out our past shows online at irlonestar.com or their respective video or podcast formats on YouTube, Google Play, or iTunes. If you have any questions regarding the show, either it being about sponsorships or questions for the host, contact the station manager at dick@irlonestar.com or call the station at 936-647-3776. This show is recorded in downtown Conroe, Texas at the Lone Star Community Radio Studios, and Lone Star Community Radio reserves all rights to this recording and images.